Welcome to another session of Witcher 3 Blood and Wine. We're here where there's dogs and they're making sounds. So I tried to stream earlier today at my normal time and we were dropping frames constantly. And I did not want to attempt to stream this game and then be good for a little bit and then just video lag so much that we have to end. So it was my upload speed. My upload speed was pretty unstable. So I said, well, we'll try it again in a couple hours, and 3 hours later, it's now after 4 p.m. here, and everything's good so far. The internet speed is back to where it should be. I don't know what was happening, but I don't know what my ISP was doing, but apparently whatever they were doing, it's now fixed. So we can continue and stream and all that stuff. But I'm still expecting a drop frame here and there. I'm sure it's going to happen. So where we ended yesterday, where we spent a lot of time trying to figure out the answer to a question that I had, we were making our way to do Capture the Castle, which is the next main story that we have to do. And on the way there, we got stopped. It said, basically, this is the point of no return, sub-quest you won't be able to do anymore beyond this point, so save and do them now, or just continue. And so we were doing some research, trying to find some answers, and I did get someone to reply to my Reddit thread, but upon doing some more research, it sounds like you're going to be locked in for X amount of quest, and you'll have a chance to break away, but basically all the fun stuff happens in this long stretch. And the point that you can break away is basically after all that stuff is done, and that's not what I really want to do. I want to be able to do the story all in one go. So I think for now and the foreseeable future here, we're just going to focus on doing side quest and all the map exploration for now. We don't have too much side quest. We have a good amount, but a majority of this is the exclamation marks, or not the exclamation marks, the question marks, the points of interest. We have 53 undiscovered locations, so we need to get on that. And in terms of secondary quest, we got a couple Gwent ones and some other ones that involve us going around to points of interest, so we'll do that in time. So I think the best thing to do is we're going to focus on side quest and exploration and stuff before we do Capture the Castle. Now, you know, it could be true. It could be like we do a couple of quests and then we can break away and there's still main story to do. That is a possibility. I don't know. I've never played this. I didn't have any viewers who are familiar with the Blood and Wine expansion with me watching yesterday, so I couldn't get any answers from that. So we're just gonna forget about it. We'll just do side quest and have all that stuff happen. So I think it's time to go and do the Marlena quest, the Hunger Game. So let's go to our home in Corvo Bianco, and we will talk with her and see what kind of quest she's got for us. Yeah, like the way that I did it with the Wild Hunt, our Wild Hunt playthrough a year and a half ago, I did the exact same thing where I made sure I finished all side quests and points of interest before starting the main story, which ultimately would end the whatever the main story was going on there. So so we're just going to continue doing that. I probably should have did that from the beginning, but it is what it is. And every time I'm trying to talk and deliver my monologue here, there's so many goddamn NPCs that want to start speaking. It's annoying.
A spring to your step.
It's like I can't just be alone and talk. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, but that's what we're going to do, is we're just going to focus on side quests and points of interest before we do the remaining main story, however long that's going to be. So, it's unfortunate because I would like to continue the main story, but if it's going to lock me in and take me up right to the end, forget it. I need to finish all this other stuff first. So, anyways, let's talk to Marlena. Marlena is the person that we saved. We lifted a curse from them during one of the main story quests. She was the Spotted White, and we lifted the curse and brought her back here. She ate a lot, and apparently now she's got a quest for us. So let's read the quest summary, I guess, and we'll see what she wants us to do. So the Witcher had decided not to kill the White, a fortunate decision, as the monster proved to be a woman named Marlena, afflicted some time past by a terrible curse. The Witcher had lifted the curse and learned Marlena's story. She had suffered unimaginable pain while cursed, fated forever to hunger and waste away. Geralt, big-hearted as he was, could not leave the woman to fend for herself. He invited her to stay at Corvo Bianco, the estate the Duchess had granted him in recognition of his service. The estate's majordomo took Marlena under his wing. The Witcher decided he would visit the cured woman several days later. I think her name is Marlena. You look at the name and I said Marlene, but I think it's Marlena, I think. Let's see.
I do not know how I will ever repay you, Witcher.
Don't expect to be paid. Hope you're feeling better, that's all.
Oh, yes, I feel my strength returning thanks chiefly to Barnabas Basil's care.
Horrible ordeal you endured. Glad I got it short.
Yes, years of suffering. Do you know what was worse than the hunger? Watching my loved ones, my children grow old and die. All my family's long gone now. The last of my kin perished decades past. I fear I've nowhere to go.
Go to town, start a new life. You can stay here. I mean, I kind of don't want an old lady staying with me. You know, what if I bring girls over, man? Like, you know. It's probably rude to tell her to go to town and start a new life and all that, but I honestly believe that's kind of the best. I really hate doing this, guys. I hate looking up the... not really consequences, but I guess consequences of the choices that we make in certain quests. I hate looking it up, but I feel for this one it's needed. I don't know what kind of benefits you could get if she stays here, or maybe you tell her that and she's like, no, I need to get out of here. Because we've had that happen before, so let me double check this real quick. I just want to make sure that we're not going to miss out on some armor or something like that. Hunger Game. The Hunger Game. It's pretty brutal that they start off a quest with a freaking choice right now. You have the quest, talk to Marlena. For all her help, she tells you something something. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess the choice doesn't matter. So we're gonna get a quest anyway. The amount of times I've looked at the Steam browser while playing this game, it's too much. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, okay, alright. So if we tell her to go to town, this quest ends and we don't even get to do it. So, yeah. I guess you're gonna have to stay because I want to do this quest.
This is a big house, big estate. You can stay here.
Truly? I could never infringe so on your hospitality.
I mean,
Yet,
Yeah,
after all I've suffered, the years of starvation, I've but one dream.
what?
At last to prepare food that fortifies, nourishes, to delight in the tastes and smells of spices, to sit at one table with others and eat.
don't see a problem if that's your dream. You could help Barnabas Basil in the kitchen. Eating his meals. You know he's not a culinary virtuoso.
Nothing could make me happier. Thank you.
No, thank you. House could use a woman's touch.
I've one other thing I'd like to tell you. Many years ago, my father assembled valuables for my dowry. I never wed, so they remained unclaimed. These baubles are no use to me now, but to you, well, perhaps let them be a token of my gratitude. If you wish to find them, you must go to my old home, to Trastamara. The dowry lies hidden in a barrel in the cellar.
Oh.
There are several barrels. You must give each a knock until you find the right one.
Do just that. Thanks.
I mean, yes, the house could use a woman's touch, but come on, Geralt, not an old lady, man. I mean, if she could stay here, I guess, but just don't stay in my house. I'm rude, I know. Not lonely, don't miss the company of others?
You sure you don't feel lonely out here?
I cannot say yet. Too little time has passed since you freed me of my thrall, but somehow, for now at least, I do not feel drawn to the city, to others.
Visited others' homes as a white.
Yes, but ever at night, when all were asleep, I went in search of spoons.
Remember, you can always change your mind. Decide you've lived here long enough, just say the word.
I'd never wish to seem ungrateful.
And I'd never want you to stay against your will.
Yes. Okay, well, at least that option is on the table. Alright. Good. Where'd you learn to cook? And you better not try and poison me, ma'am.
I'd never expect someone with your past to feel drawn to the kitchen.
Do you fear I will cook in your home as I brewed as a white?
Counting on you having slightly better taste as a human.
Of that, you can be sure. I loved cooking, even as a child. My gran was a true master in the kitchen. Her spit-roasted oaks was famed throughout the land.
Thought you were a lady, owned an estate.
Do you mean to say a woman of my rank should have had a cook? You're right, of course. And I had the best of cooks. But I devised the dishes myself. They only prepared them.
I like how every thought that I said aloud, the game actually answered for me. Like, oh, I kind of don't want you to stay here. I don't want you to poison my food. Like, those are things that the game answered for me. I love it when that happens.
See you later.
Take care, Witcher. And remember, you always have warm food awaiting your return.
Okay, so let's go to Marlena's. Are you actually gonna, like, do stuff? What's the first thing you're gonna do? Alright, she's smelling the whatever she's brewing here. Now, I know some people probably would have just outright killed the monster, which is totally fine. There's multiple ways that you can play this game, and if you're like me and you try and get to the mindset of what would Geralt do, especially the way that I've played him in the previous games, which Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, there's no traces of that online. I played those offline before I even got started into streaming, so you will not know the decisions I made there, but I've played him. How I've played him in the Wild Hunt and in these expansions is how I played him in the previous games. So if we could, you know, help a monster that is cursed and lift a curse, then, you know, we will try and do that. If we can't, then we got to put him down. But it's not always fun to just murder everything. I've learned that from experience, from especially these games where, oh yeah, you kill someone and then, like, well, that wasn't really that fun, and then they make an appearance in, you know, one of the other games, and you miss out on that because you decided to murder them. I mean, there's definitely some people that deserved it, but, you know, kind of wish I didn't sometimes. Kind of have a different outlook. Okay, so let's go down here. Take care of this quest real quick. Now, I know that there's a locked door down here, and I believe the only way you could get the key is had we not lift the curse. So I don't know what's in there. If anything valuable is even in there. But
Might want to look around some.
let's see. Maybe we might be able to go in here, I don't know. Maybe there's a key in one of these barrels here.
Nothing interesting here. Full.
Full. But look at all the spoons. I didn't even notice all the spoons are in here. God, what a terrible curse. That was Master Mirror, I believe, who cursed her from Hearts of Stone.
This one's full too.
It's a pretty cool little tie
Nothing
in
interesting
there.
here.
All right, man.
Full.
Full.
This one's full too.
Dang, they're all full. Is this the last row? Geralt? There we go.
Nothing interesting here.
Nothing interesting here. Come on, right here. This is it.
Full.
Wait, what? You knocked? I guess you did.
Strange.
Ooh. Gold Stick of Joy. That could be interpreted in
That's
many
awful
ways.
pretty. It'll look great in the house.
Oh, is that like our first trophy that we can put in our house? Well, alright. Well, that's the end of that quest then. We don't really need to go back and all that stuff. Unless I want to rest and get the bonuses, which seems like a good idea to do. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's get out of here. Dun, 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 dun. It's actually this way. Alright. Let's go ahead and we'll go back to our house, and then we will rest, and then we'll pick another side quest to go ahead and start. I think I want to try and end with the Smeagol quest. Some of you might be like, what is the Smeagol quest? Well, came across a note from Smeagol Circus, and I need to know how that quest goes. So we'll see how that ends. Let's see, can I talk to her again?
I thank you for letting me stay. I cannot remember when last I was this happy.
You know what's gonna be really sad is if at some point this lady just dies because she's old. She was cursed, and she was the white monster for like over 100 years is what they said. So said he could die at any moment, but that would be really sad if that happened.
See you later.
I'm not wishing, I'm just saying. This has to be a trophy, right? Gold stick of joy. Is it an actual, like, video game joystick? Yeah, I think it is. I think it is a video game joystick. Let's look. Let's see if there's anything that indicates this. Joystick of joy. Gold stick of joy. The item is a reference to the Golden Joystick Award received by CD Projekt for Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Nice. Nice. So it is. It is. It is a reference to video games. Pretty cool. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get these bonuses, and then we'll pick another side quest that we want to do. Wait until morning here.
Scissors, my fingers need to shreds. Wine is better than stew for
I once had a girl, or should I say, she once...
They're singing a song here. Okay, let's go ahead and save it. Well, let's pick the quest first, and then we'll save it. What do we want to do next? We could go around and do some Grandmaster gear if we want. It's the last one. Or we could do an actual quest. I feel like maybe we should. There can only be one. Upon a notice board in Tucson, Carol spotted a mysterious notice inviting all who dared to undergo a test of virtue, all who wished to face the challenge clearly to their character above all, were to find their way to an isle upon Lac Civale. I don't know. That's probably not how it's pronounced. Our Witcher found the notice intriguing enough that he resolved to see what the test entailed. We might go and check that one out. That one sounds interesting. Where is this located at? That is over here. Is this where the is this the no, I don't think it is. I was gonna say the Lake of Cleansing, but I don't think that was it. I think it was over here somewhere. I think this was the Lake of Cleansing or somewhere over here. Okay, yeah. I think we can check this out. Is there anything else that sounds interesting at the time? Definitely want to do Gwent where we have all the Skellige cards, so we'll have to spend some time going around there. Fist fighting, Knight's Tales? Sounds pretty interesting. That's part of Points of Interest. We got this quest a long time ago. We're gonna go with There Can Only Be One for now. Let's do that one. I'm very intrigued with that one. So let's go ahead and save it. And let's travel to where this thing is. We could just travel there on foot, or we could go... Probably a better idea to go here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. While underwater, you cannot fight or cast signs, but you can use your crossbow. Yes, this is true. This is true, game. Alright, what path do we want to take? Follow this knight errant, I guess. Oh, sir?
Good deeds are always rewarded.
Yes. It's true. Why is this... Why... I have the quest enabled, yet I don't see, like, the little trail that tells you where to go, but it's obviously right here. Hello, fisherman. What are you doing? Making those noises. So we have to go there, it looks like.